Hey you guys, today I want to share with you this insane plugin for Photoshop that will just allow you to iron clothes with just one click. I am not kidding you, it is one click only. You do not have to have any kind of Photoshop experience or, any kind of photo editing experience. You just pull in the plugin, click one button, and all the wrinkles are gone. I am so impressed with this and I cannot wait to share with you. But before I show you the plugin, let's show you how it's normally done traditionally with frequency separation. You need to see what it takes to remove these wrinkles before I show you the plugin. That way you will understand exactly the value of this plugin that I'm going to show you. Now, I should also mention that Retouch for me is going to have some huge sale on November 23rd to the 28th, 40% off. So if you are interested in buying this plugin, please check it out. I'll leave the link in the description below and you can get 40% off from November 23 to 28. So here is this beautiful stock image of this woman and her jacket. It's a little bit wrinkly, and in order to create a frequency separation, we have to duplicate this layer 2 times. So I'm going to do Command J 2 times. And do not worry, if you do not understand this process of frequency separation, no worry, because in the end you will see how this plugin, you can do it without any knowledge of Photoshop or frequency separation. I just wanted to show you how it's traditionally done. So if you do not want to purchase this plugin, you can do it without it. Or if you just want to take the shortcut like I like to take shortcuts, then you can purchase the plugin. So we have these two copies. We need to separate the color from the texture and the image. For that, I will name this layer color. This is going to be our color in the image, and this one is going to be texture. And there we go, we have two layers. I'm going to turn off the texture layer and I am going to work with the color layer, and with the color layer I will go to filter, blur, Gaussian blur. And here we need to give the image a good blur where all the colors are kind of blending together and we don't see the texture anymore. We do not want to see the wrinkles. So I'm gonna go to maybe something like that. So for this image 48.7, I am going to say OK. Now I'm going to turn on the texture layer and click on it to select it. With the texture layer we have to go into image and apply image, and here what we need to do is to subtract. We need to take away the color from the image so we're left with just the texture. So where it says layer, make sure you pick color, and then channel, we'll leave it to RGB. Blending, we have to choose subtract because we want to take away the color from the texture. And so we'll leave subtract and then scale to offset 128, click OK. Now our image looks something funky like this, so we have to change the blending mode from normal to linear light. And now we are left with the exact image that we had in the beginning before we did any kind of changes. And that is because these two layers over here, they make this layer the background layer. We just separated them. We have the texture and the color in two different layers. I am going to group these two. So I'm going to select one, hold down Shift, select the others, and do Command G to group them into one group. I'm going to open the group. And now if we want to remove the wrinkles, those are texture. So here is the way I will do it. I'm going to zoom in just a little bit so you guys can see better. So into the texture layer, because I don't want to change the color, I only want to change the texture. I will take the clone stamp tool and then I'll pick a part of the image that doesn't have wrinkles and just kind of paint where the wrinkles are. And this is how we would remove the wrinkles. And as you can see, it could be a slow and painful way of doing it, but you will get really good results. You just have to take the time and really work on it. I can take the texture from here and put it over here. And the color doesn't change, it's just the texture. And we are removing those wrinkles. So let's see, I'm not going to do the whole thing. This was just a demonstration to show you how you normally do it. So if I turn the group on and off, you can see we removed it. But if I zoom in, you see that we still are left with the shirt texture. So we didn't mess up anything, we just removed the wrinkles. So that's how traditionally is done. Command 0 to fit to screen so we can see the whole image again. And I am going to delete this because, well, we don't need that anymore. We will do it the easy way, which I think you're gonna be really blown away when you see this. I'm going to duplicate this layer, Command J. You don't have to duplicate it. I just like to duplicate it. That way I will see a reference image, see how it did. Now with this layer selected, I will go into filter, and then I'll go to Retouch for Me. This is the plugin I'm going to use. I have tons of plugins, some really great plugins for portraits. I only have 4 of them right now. I already reviewed 2 of them. This is my 3rd one, and I have 1 more to review for you guys. But today we will talk about this one, Retouch for Me Fabric. And I will click on that one, and then this is the dialog is going to come up. I am going to make it larger so you can see what I'm seeing. And right now I have it set at blend 147. Do not make mistake to think this is an opacity. This is not an opacity slider. This is how many wrinkles it will find into the image. So the lower the number it is, the less wrinkles it will fix. The higher the number, the more wrinkles will find and fix. So for this image, I think around 140s, it will be great. You also have a few other tools here like brush, erase, and pen and zoom and all that stuff. You can also auto detect portraits and so on. But I'm telling you, just open the plugin. You don't have to really click on any of this stuff. It's undestructive. We can fix everything else that we don't like in here into the opacity and masking into Photoshop. So for this one, I'll just open it, choose the blend that I think it works appropriately, and click apply. So here is our layer with our wrinkles removed. So if I turn it on and off, this is without it, this is with it. Look how nicely it worked. Again, this is with the wrinkles, without the wrinkles, with the wrinkles, without the wrinkles. Do you see how nicely done? If you think you've done too much and you want to bring back some wrinkles, you can of course reduce the opacity to whatever you want it to look natural. If you for some reason remove something that you didn't want to remove, you can always make a mask, and you can mask with black whatever part you didn't want to touch up. And this is that easy. It's incredibly easy. Like I told you, you have to have no Photoshop experience. You can just do it. Anybody can do it. My grandma can do it. It's that easy. Let's take another example. Let me just erase this. As you can see, this beautiful portrait has a very wrinkly t-shirt. So again, just like before, I will do Command J to duplicate this layer. And then I will go into filter, again, Retouch for Me, and I'm really encouraging you to go check out their portrait plugins. They are amazing. I will leave a link of them in the description below. So I will go to Retouch for Me Fabric, and we get the same dialog as we had before. And I am just going to leave it to the 147 that I had it previously. It seems to be a good number for most of my images, but you can mess around with it and choose the number that works for you. I am going to say apply, and let's see. This is our before, this is the after. Before and after. I hope you can see the big difference in here. I am just blown away. We still have a tiny little bit of wrinkle, but look at that. Before and after. That would have taken so long, and they removed the wrinkles, and we can see every single fiber in this shirt. The texture is intact. It's not just a blur. It's just truly doing frequency separation and removing those wrinkles, the shadows, and I think it looks amazing. Again, the name of the plugin is Retouch for Me, and I will leave a link in the description below if you're interested in getting this. Check out their other plugins. They're truly amazing, especially the Heal and Dodge and Burn. Those are my favorite. And I will be reviewing the portrait volume as well soon. But for now, I hope this was helpful and you learned something new. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Skylar Ewing and I'll see you in my next video.